Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and with me in studio is Joanne Rollins. And she called into my radio station to talk about her now deceased husband. He was a ex policeman in Barbados, and some of the issues and the challenges she is having with just tying up all the loose ends from Barbados, and now she resides in Canada, and she's trying to tie up all the loose ends. Welcome into the studio, Joanne.
Thank you, Veronica.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Tell us, what happened to make you go to Canada?
Okay, so firstly, I'm Vincentian National, and I was married to a ex-police officer, Mr. Winston Rollins, and he was very abusive. So I got an opportunity to come to Canada and work on the overseas program, which I took. I had to leave my kids behind. And then once I got here, because I didn't want to continue with the abusive relationship anymore, he decided to block me from all sort of communication with the kids. Anyhow, the kids are 14 and 12 now. They are big. And then he passed away.
When did he die?
Sorry?
When did he pass?
Is either I think it's April 2021.
Okay.
I think it's so I have to check the date properly.
Okay.
I think it's April 2021. And I think he died from cancer.
Okay.
So once he passed away, his mother assumed paternity of the kids. And even contacting with them was still a problem too, because she starts like like when we were married, when I was living there and everything, we never had problems or issues or anything. We would talk and whatnot. But after my ex-husband died, that's when I found out that she really had a serious hatred for me, because she was saying, "Oh, you're not getting none of his money and what's not," which I didn't really care. I don't have time for that, because I don't really want to have anything to do with what he has, because I don't want him to shop in my house or wherever I am, because I've been through enough already.
Right.
So I came here, and then I had to get over the trauma of the abuse that I went through with him.
You said it took you 2 years with you having to go to. You actually had to seek out counseling.
Yes, I did for 2 years, because I had a serious hatred for men.
Right.
Like, if you just say hi to me, I'm ready to curse you out. Like,
right.
it was just so much. I really had to. And now I can sit and talk to you comfortable, but before I just had a serious hatred for them.
Right.
So after that, I got through that. And then while applying for permanent residence in Canada, citizenship and immigration in Canada had sent him a document to give permission for the kids to come to Canada, and which he refused. So once he refused, they're gonna hold your stuff until whenever the person agrees.
Yeah, you're in limbo. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So I had a work permit, and I had to just deal with that until whenever my stuff came.
But I won't say luckily it was just something that happened that he died, so that gave you that's an open door right there once that happened.
Yeah.
Right.
So once he passed, I contact immigration right away, and they told me to get the death certificate. I had to go through his sister. When I talked to the sister was saying, "Oh, I have to talk with the mom," and they were just giving me a whole runaround. Yeah. So I got a lawyer, and then I paid $200 to get the documents here, and then I finally got the documents, and then I had to proceed, which immigration gave me like 30 days to get them into the country.
Right.
And then even the said grandmother was still refusing for the kids to go and stay with my mom and my other two kids that were there.
Right.
And I had to call the childcare board, and she finally agreed to let them go.
Right.
So once that happened, I had to just book a one-way ticket because Bajans don't need visas to enter to Canada, and they are minors, so like they didn't have any problems. I paid for the flight attendant to bring them.
Right.
I went to meet them at the airport. They just bring them to me, and that was it. After that, I had to Well, at first I was getting problems in getting the passports because they were saying that I give my cousin permission to get the passports for me. And when she went there, the immigration was telling her that I can't give her permission. I have to give the paternal grandmother because that's who they live with. So I was so frustrated. I didn't know what else to do. I contacted the Barbados consulate in Scarborough here in Toronto, and I was met with the friendly face of Katian Sandiford. She was so helpful. She had to call immigration in Barbados, and that's how they gave way to get me the passport. I got it back in one day. I had to pay $600, and then that's how I got them here in Canada.
Yeah. So what is there's another hiccup with right. his death benefits and that kind of stuff?
Okay. So Hatian Sandiford had called me back to check in on me to see how everything went, and she told me you need to call National Insurance and find out about benefits for the kids, because probably he should be getting that, and probably he has some gratuity or some other stuff. So when I called National Insurance, they explained to me the documents I need to submit and stuff like that, which I did. I had a friend that was leaving Canada to come back to Barbados from the overseas program, and I gave her all the documents that they requested, and I think she took them to a lady named Deji Myers. She took them to Deji Myers, and Deji Myers sent them to a lady called Jillian Hurley. So once they got to Jillian Hurley, that was in December we submit, and I never spoke to anyone until February. So in February, I contacted Jillian via email, and she was helpful. She was very helpful at first. And then once she realized that I'm not Barbadian, the attitude just changed. So she would just give me the runaround. Like when I message her, she would take 3 months to respond, and all kind of stuff. She would be doing. And then after that, I had to wait 6 months before she could have paid the money. And once she finally did, then the first payment was made in June. So from January to June, six months, right?
Right.
So now what I don't understand is when the grandmother was collecting the pension, she was getting it monthly, like month to month, every month.
Right.
Right. And I know they have overseas pension, because there are other people here that get it too. It just comes straight to your account.
Right.
So Jillian had made me fill out some documents that like your bank account and stuff like that, so that the money would just be coming there. So I've been messaging her, I've been asking her, like, okay, what's the dates of the payment for the pension? And she was just ignoring me and just, doing however she feel like.
Right.
Anyways, after that, I was just tired, and I had to wait another 6 months again. So I had to call the Barbados consulate again, which I spoke to the consul general. I think his name is Mr. Gibbs.
Okay.
He contacted Jillian. He sent emails, and he said she wasn't replying. So I now had to go to the Prime Minister's office, which I spoke to Roy. I can't remember what his last name is, but
Morris.
I think he's the secretary.
Morris, yeah, Roy Morris.
Right. So he now contact Jillian, and I think he transferred. They put somebody else, which is Alethea Thomas. So I wasn't dealing with Jillian anymore. I was now dealing with Alethea. So she came, and the same documents I filled out, I'm filling them over again. I don't understand what's the reason for that.
Okay, so let me ask you. So you started getting the overseas pension, and then it stopped?
So yeah, it came 6 months. So 6 months, that's it. And then once it stopped, I had to start inquire again. I
Oh,
have to start all over again.
okay. So that's going to
Yeah.
happen every time that there's a 6 months and then it stops.
That is what I'm trying to find out. That is what
Oh,
I can't understand. Like, why is this happening? Is it because I'm Barbadian? And the
you
fact
mean
is, my kids are
you're not
Haitian, so
Barbadian? Is it you're speaking too fast? Is it because you're not Barbadian? You're saying okay.
that is what I meant.
Right, right. Um,
I So after that, now I spoke with Alicia. She didn't like have the decency, like in Canada here it's professional.
yes.
If you're, because in Canada here, once you're a resident, you get what do you call it? There's a money that the government give you. It's called child benefits.
Okay.
So every kid who is a resident will get that every month from the government, depending on your salary.
Okay.
And if like say okay, they will be late this month or whatever, they will send an email to you and say, okay, well, you will be late or whatever. So like, and whenever they do, they will apologize and say, okay, we're sorry for the delay, what's not. But when Alicia came, she didn't say, okay, well, sorry that you had to wait 6 months and this is the reason for the delay. Nothing like that. So there was I had replied to her because I was trying to find out from her, like, what are the dates of the benefits, like which date? Because over here, child benefits are paid the 20th of every month. It's clear, everybody knows that. But there, I'm not sure, I don't know, so I'm inquiring. So I said, when I sent the email to her, I said, hi, Alicia. Can you give me an update as to what's going on with the pension and what are the dates for the pension? She replied to me, when you address me as Miss Thomas, which I just find it is just so petty and so stupid. Like what does last name and first name? What does that matter? Like
exactly.
The attitude I'm getting is that okay. I complained to the government of Barbados, so let me just I will spy to you. Just wait, and whenever you get it, you get it. That's just the attitude.
Yeah,
I'm getting. That's just what I'm getting here.
Right.
So, after all that is done, they paid in December, which is another 6 months. So first was from December to June, then from July to December.
Right.
Right. So now, this is January again. Okay. No payment has been made. So I'm just waiting to see if it's going to go another 6 months. I don't know what else to do because I'm tired of being here and just be sending emails, be calling, because it's going to be expensive because it's overseas. And this is my next option, my alternative. I had to come here because I need to expose these national insurance because I don't know. The fact is, if they're working for the government of Barbados and they don't want to work, just go home and sit down and let other people who want to work come there and work.
Agree.
Because it just doesn't make sense.
Okay, I agree. So you did get help from the Prime Minister's office, though. That was help. You would think that was help. Would you say that?
Yes, because since Roy contacted her, that's why they paid the money out in December.
Okay. So, anything else you want to say to conclude?
Well, I just hope that this will be helpful. That they will just start shake up and they will just do what they're supposed to do, because it's just like the money goes for the children. It's all for the children's benefit. So like, at least let me know if it's just I have to wait every 6 months for the lump sum, or they will be paying month to month. That's just it. It's just that's all I'm just requesting.
Okay. Wait. So when you got paid the other months, was it a lump sum or was it month to month for 6 months?
Yeah, because it was 6 months, right? It was like 1,900 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was the same. So that's 2 6 months. So this one now, that's what I'm not sure if it is going to be another 6 months again.
Okay.
And the thing it's not supposed to be done like that, because in Barbados, pensions get their money every month. Sometimes the old age pensions get theirs every 2 weeks, I think, right?
I have no idea.
And so survivors benefit is month to month.
Okay.
So I don't know why they're doing every 6 months with me.
Right. Well, Is there anything you want someone who's listening, maybe someone who is in your same situation, is there anything you could tell them that will make it easier for them to go through the process? Is there anything that you learned throughout this whole experience?
Well, it's honestly it's like pulling teeth. So if it's what I know with Barbados, it's they always just take their time and they just do it. However, so like any means necessary, you have to get what you need. Just go. You have to contact the Prime Minister or whoever to get it done. Just do that, because going there, calling, sending emails is a waste of time, because they're still gonna take their own time and just do however they want. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for calling, and I want to wish you the best of everything, the best of everything for you and your children.
Okay, thank you for having me as well.
You're welcome. This is Sherry Veronica, Naked Departure Radio.